What if Caitlin Clark's success in the WNBA was never anticipated? What if strong forces working behind the scenes were also trying to prevent her from shining, in addition to defenders on the court? Now that the truth is being revealed, everything changes. And Sue Bird is the first. Sign up. Are you ready?
Come on.
Sue Bird, a four-time WNBA champion and two-time Olympic gold medalist, has unparalleled credibility. On June 27th, she transitioned from experienced insight to full-fledged exposure in her Bird's Eye View podcast. Bird focused on the WNBA's public messaging rather than praising Caitlin Clark's historic rookie stats, which included 31 points per game, a record-breaking 36-point performance on June 5th, and a 240% increase in WNBA viewership. She explained how internal PR memos characterized Clark's admirers as problematic, calling them overly enthusiastic newcomers, and advising media outlets to minimize her fandom. Bird quoted the identical words from the memos: stress-balanced coverage above rookie enthusiasm, limited Caitlin segments, and concentrated on the league plot. She saw this as a sharp contrast to the encouraging environment she encountered in 2002, when rookies were given real attention. More damningly, Bird disclosed league briefings that specifically suggested introducing manufactured controversy, including subtly mentioning racial tensions amongst fan groups, into Clark tales. "Can we use race angle to boost mid-season ratings?" a senior executive asked during a heated off-camera discussion, she said. Bird made a suggestion that left her stunned. Bird presented these acts as a concerted effort to slow down the rookie momentum rather than as separate mistakes by drawing a comparison between the open celebration of previous rookies like Diana Taurasi and the cautious, strategy-driven approach to Clark. Her voice changed from introspection to fear. This was not a case of poor PR management. It seemed like a purposeful restriction. After missing a disputed three-pointer in a nationally televised game on May 18th, Caitlin Clark gave the backboard a small slap in frustration. She was promptly given a technical penalty for disrespecting the game. Only a quick signal from the official was given. There was no warning or preliminary whistle. Compare that to veteran Diana Taurasi's notorious ejection on April 12th, when she yelled at the referee, flung her warm-up jacket across the court, and let out a tirade of foul language before getting little more than a warning speech. No suspension, no technical. This discrepancy was not overlooked. Social media compilations that showed numerous occasions where Clark's drives to the basket ended in phantom whistles emerged over the course of the following 2 weeks. Whistles that disregarded obvious defender contact, while seasoned players profited from kind let-the-play requests. Clark lost possession of the ball in an off-ball screen that was completely uncalled in the 7th game of the season. A veteran player's almost identical screen 2 nights later garnered an immediate flagrant foul. Speaking anonymously to reporters, a number of officials acknowledged receiving league memos calling for stricter penalties for rookies who act unsportsmanlike. A document dated May 10th that was intended for referee distribution suggested that officials used technical fouls when rookies made overt signs of dissatisfaction. This preserves the competitive atmosphere. The pattern was evident by the All-Star break. Every widely shared video of Clark's flawless shooting or gutsy drives was accompanied by a dubious T-flag or a late whistle. Supporters started tagging the WNBA in side-by-side tweets comparing missed calls and technical fouls, demanding explanations. Commentators on major sports programs questioned whether the officiating staff was adhering to league headquarters instructions instead of the WNBA's established procedures. Commissioner Kathy Angel-Burt revealed her white against black marketing strategy for the Clark-Reese matchup on June 10th at a high-profile CNBC sit-down. She specifically mentioned skin tone as the hook while praising the striking contrast between Angel Reese's unrelenting rebounding and Caitlin Clark's accurate shooting. An angle memo that was leaked behind the scenes with the title Racial Arc Storyline Outline Tactics, Taylor teased ice versus grit on social media with split-screen images, prompting commenters to bring up the historic racial significance of this rookie-veteran fight. An outcry broke out on social media inside a day. An open letter denouncing the framing as a reductionist ploy that ignores athletic brilliance was released by a consortium of former NBA players and social justice organizations. Despite an increase in clicks overall, analytics teams saw a 12% decline in engagement from core WNBA viewers who felt disrespected. Nike and State Farm, among other sponsors, privately voiced their worry that the storyline may offend devoted followers and compromise local ideals. Player interviews, however, exposed the personal cost. "I'm here to play basketball, not be a prop in a racial narrative," Reese wrote on social media. In a press conference, Clark reaffirmed the idea, saying, "We are athletes first. The plot does not revolve around our skin tone." Engelbert's rivalry strategy didn't just backfire financially. It damaged confidence. Instead of celebrating two innovative talents on their own merits, the league chose to use identity for short-term excitement, turning what was supposed to be nostalgia-driven drama into Exhibit A in tone-deaf marketing. A new bogeyman, toxic Caitlyn fans, emerged as a result of all this commotion. League representatives were quick to blame fanatical fandom and advised players to simply avoid social media whenever someone posted racist or misogynistic insults at Clark. On their podcast, Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe blasted that strategy, claiming it was a non-solution that exposed athletes to hatred. "You can't wish away racism," Rapinoe stated. "You must take it on directly." Bird reminded the audience that the WNBA has always taken pride in its sense of community, so why desert it when its members most need protection? In the meantime, unprecedented numbers of Clark's supporters continued to turn out. Children are busted in by schools. Merchandise rushed off the shelves, and local TV covered more games. Her admirers made it plain that they weren't going anywhere, toxic or not. "Your enthusiasm is welcome, but if you get too loud, you'll get muzzled," was the message that the league's half measures continued to convey. A financial conflagration was sparked by Caitlyn Clark's entrance. Citing Clark's anticipated increase in viewership as a motivating factor, the WNBA inked a historic $2 billion 10-year broadcast agreement with ESPN and Amazon Prime on April 20th, up from $600 million in the previous cycle. Through June, league-wide ticket sales increased by 85% year-over-year, while average attendance at home games increased from 7,500 to over 13,800. Sales of merchandise, particularly number 22 jerseys, increased threefold, bringing in an extra $25 million in retail income. Internal strategy papers, however, exposed a tug-of-war going on behind the scenes. Two routes were presented in a memo titled Safe vs. Star Power, dated May 2nd. Option A emphasizes rivalries, technical foul controversies, veteran comebacks, extensive pre-game features, exclusive sit-downs, and enhanced social media campaigns. Option B, on the other hand, reverts to established drama hooks. The brief suggested a balanced combination of Clark-centric content and controversy-driven highlights, cautioning that excessive exposure could dilute the WNBA's fundamental brand. Audio from a May 15th executive meeting that was leaked showed intense discussion. According to one vice president, "We can't ignore the cash cow. Clicks from conflict don't build sustainable fandom," someone else retorted. There were noticeable changes on the court and online as a result of that friction. All of a sudden, every technical foul committed by Clark went viral. Her real on-court performances were overshadowed by every racist promotional, and the narrative team gave viral videos precedence over rejoicing over game-winning baskets. The repercussions were instantaneous. According to a June survey of 1,200 WNBA season ticket buyers, 42% of them said the league was leveraging controversy excessively at the expense of player celebration. Advertisers started asking for clarification on the rules for content. Some even put a hold on scheduled Clark-focused ads until the league reiterated its dedication to telling real stories. Now, the curtain has been lifted because of Subbird's candid criticism. The WNBA is at a turning point in its history. Embrace its biggest star and the revolutionary wave she represents, or keep playing it small, producing conflict, or hedging bets on controversy. Not only did Caitlyn Clark show up, but she had an immediate impact, stirring enthusiasm in both living rooms and arenas. Her genius is the reason behind the current WNBA growth. This is where you enter the picture. Do we tolerate a league that avoids its most talented players? Or do we call for leadership that honors athletes, addresses discrimination, and creates a future in which all athletes, regardless of status or upbringing, may succeed on their own terms?